Now loading complete.
Alright, what is up guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Instax Mini 11 and letting y'all know if it's a good camera. So basically, let's go ahead and get started off with the price of it. The price of this camera will run you down a few bucks. It's about $100, or $150 at some places, but it's not a bad deal, but not a good price either. You put the film in right here. There's a spot right here that shows you how many pictures I got. I got 6 left. It's pretty much a simple film camera. You press this button to take the photo. You got the lens right here. You got a selfie part right there, like a mirror. You got the viewfinder right there and right here. And also you got the flash right here that you cannot turn off. That's a feature that I don't really like for multiple reasons, but it's mostly good for during the daytimes. But yeah, I really like this camera just for the satisfaction of the price is way cheaper than Polaroid, and it is by a little bit, but that little bit of price difference really makes a change. Because the price for Polaroid cameras are about, I'd say about $50 more than the price of an instax camera, and the film is for 8 photos for 8 Polaroid photos. It's $23 after tax where I live, but for instax Mini for 20 photos it's $17.13. So you really get a lot more bang for your buck with the instax. And also the photos, if you get it just right, it'll turn out really good. Like especially for some of the photos that I've took with this camera already. Like some of the best ones so far. I took this one of my N64 recently of Smash Bros. I took that one earlier today while I was on a walk downtown. And some of the Polaroids of the day that you will find on my Instagram at bhpope2k17 is Battlefield, American Dream, Shining Beauty, Dine-In. Another one right here is Late Bloomer, King's Throne, and my most recent one, which is Day and Night. But yeah, definitely, if you know how to use the camera properly, you can definitely get some good photos with it. But most of the time, if you just try to go ahead and take a photo and shoot it, it's either going to turn out alright or terrible. But for the most part, like if you're someone who's had it for at least 2 weeks, or 1 to 2 weeks like I have, and you get used to it, it'll turn into a good camera. But for the most part, you just have to be really, really good with it in order to get some nice shots. But for the Polaroid cameras, you can be a complete beginner and you can get some really good shots. But with this one, you got to really think about it, because with the flash being on, also you don't want to be near any windows, and you don't want to be near any like screens on, because all the light will go straight into it, which will completely mess it up. So to fix that, you really have to just completely turn off the screens or put something over the windows, and it'll fix it. So it's not a bad camera, but if I have to say it, I traded in my 7 Plus for the 11, and the thing is about this camera, it's all automatic. Like you push this in and you go to take a photo. The only difference you can make is pulling this part out to put on selfie mode. And even the selfie mode is too bright, which is not good. So the thing is with this camera is it's completely automatic, so if it messes up, that's how it's going to be. There's no way you can change it by like manually, like, oh, I know you're supposed to put it on this mode, but I'm going to put it down one because I want it to be darker for a specific kind of feel for the video. You can't get that with this. With the 7 Plus, You could be like, oh, I'm inside of my house, but I want it to be a bit brighter for the photo. Or, oh, it's it's cloudy outside, but I want the photo to be darker, so I'm going to put it on house mode. You could just easily swap it and just shift it over. But with this one, it's fully automatic. It's like, I'm going to do it for you. If I mess up, I mess up. That's the whole premise with this Mini 11. And you really just got to really think about that when you go to take a photo. Like for some of these photos, it was with the 7 Plus. Like this one right here, Battlefield, was with the 7 Plus. This one was with the 7 Plus. This one was with the 7 Plus. This was 2. And I think the rest of these were with the 11. So you have to get used to the 11 if you want good photos. But with the 7 Plus, you can still get good photos for it, depending on how you use it and where you use it, really. It just really depends on if you know what you're doing and know how you're going to do it specifically for this camera. Because with any other thing, it's just instantly not good. But honestly, I don't really know how to put it down into perspective because of how this camera is, and it's the first one of it that I've used. Also, the thing about the photos, they're really small compared to like a Polaroid photo that I'm used to taking. Because with Polaroid photos, you can get more in the photo and it's like squared, so it's normal. The thing with these ones, though, is like, here, let me dig into my Polaroid, like, my box of Polaroid pictures. So, like, say this one with my brother. This one right here. The thing with Polaroid pictures is there's so many happy accidents. Like with how it shows light going across and all through it. It makes it look cool. It's way more structured out than, like, say, Instax one. The Instax, it's like kind of, it's either going to be really perfect every time or really bad. But I really like the mess ups of Polaroid pictures to make it look cooler. Like like the kind of flashback that you can barely see of cheerleaders from the previous photo I took the night beforehand, and the light going across it, which I named it Flashback. Now with this one, I took it of the movie theater, which I could just name it Old Times or Movie Theater. That's pretty much it. There's nothing really to it whenever it's like an Instax one, but with a Polaroid one, it's like, all right, I took this photo. Now I gotta wait 15 minutes. Oh man, I hope it's so good. I hope it's going to be a good photo. And it turns out it's something like this where you could either be like, that's a terrible photo, or you're like, man, that's so sick. That could be like an album cover or something. It's so awesome. Meanwhile, with the Instax one, it's like, okay, boom, bam, bada bing, bada pow, took the photo, wait 3 minutes. Oh, it's exactly how it looked originally. That's cool. Nothing else to it. It's kind of boring in a way. But a lot of people seem to like that because there's some people that are like, I took this photo for a specific reason. It needs to look exactly how it's going to look before I take it. I understand that. That's how I am for some photos too, especially if I want them to look a certain way. But with instant film, I love the way Polaroid is. That's like, you never know what it's going to look like. Never know how it's going to end up. It's either going to end up terrible or really cool or unique. You just never know. It's unpredictable. With Instax though, it's sort of boring in a way, but Polaroid kind of makes it into like a kind of better sense of, this is good, it's unique, it's awesome, and it's my very own way to make it look because it was on complete accident from when I took it. Instax, it's like anybody can take the same Instax camera, walk over to the same movie theater, and get this exact same look of a photo. There's like nothing different to it. But this, no one is able to ever get another photo exactly like this, even if they were to take my brother, the same basketball, the same lighting, and everything. There's no way possible they can recreate this photo, which I think is a really good thing about this. And another flaw about Instax cameras is, do not use them at nighttime. Never. No matter what you do, don't. Especially the automatic ones. Let me show you some examples. So, these ones were took throughout the day, right? throughout the day. All of these were during daytime, bright or cloudy. Okay, perfect. Okay, that scared me. The ones that I took during nighttime, they didn't even, look at this. They didn't even show up at all. I mean, like, literally. It did not show up anything. And I don't know if it's something wrong with my camera specifically, but my opinion is do not take your Instax camera out for a photo shoot at nighttime unless your subject is very, very close to the camera. That is the only time you should ever take it out at nighttime. Like this one I took of a garbage bag, which I'm not going to show the name for, but it's a Polaroid of the day because I did it to mess with my dad, but basically this is very close up. It cuts out everything past it, and it only shows that barely, which is very, very bad if you want to go for a photo shoot at nighttime, which I think Polaroid cameras are better off for anyways for nighttime use, but that's my opinion. But yeah, Instax cameras definitely are a camera for only daytime use. As you can see from this one right here, you could still get some good, if you're in the shade, you can make it look like nighttime, which is just like how I got this one, night and day. Daytime, 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 and daytime. All the ones during the day are really good. All the ones during the night are terrible. Completely terrible. So that's my on-look with the Instax Mini 11. Let me know what you guys think down below. Recommend me some more film cameras that I should try out and review. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Comment, like, and subscribe. My name's Hunter, and I'm out. Peace. Hit the like button, skip over the dislike button, and hit that subscribe button.